speaker, Clare McGuiness, will present her talk, Do You Use Your Head or Go With Your Gut?
So, what do you think of my slide? If you don't know what you're looking at, it probably means you're aged under 50 years. This is a home stool test, and the government sends them out to Australians aged over 50 every few years. So you receive a package in the mail, and the instructions tell you you need to place a special piece of paper in your toilet bowl, catch a bowel motion, then use this stick to take a sample, which is then sent off in the post for processing. See that bit on the end there? You guessed it, it's poo. Now, these kits are incredibly effective at detecting bowel cancer before there are even any symptoms. 1 in 12 Australians will develop bowel cancer in their lifetime, and the best way to survive it is early detection. That's because bowel cancer has few, if any, symptoms until it is quite advanced and difficult to treat. In fact, for people that are walking around with undiagnosed bowel cancer, doing a test like this one can double the chance that they'll survive. Yet only about 1/3 of people actually do these kits when they receive them in the mail. Now, I'd like to get you to reflect for a moment on your reactions so far in my presentation. What went through your head when I showed you this slide and told you how the test is carried out? And how about when I gave you some facts and figures about how effective the tests are? Would you categorise some of your responses as being rapid, intuitive gut reactions, and some as being perhaps more deliberate, logical, rational sort of thinking? If so, you've just observed in action the basis of dual process models of cognition. We call these two types of thinking intuitive processing and rational processing. So, which do you think would have a bigger impact on whether you would do this kit if you received it in the mail today? Did you have strong gut reactions, or were you more focused on rationally and deliberately processing the information? This is the question that I'm seeking to understand with my PhD. Does using your intuitive thinking processes or your rational processes make you more or less likely to do cancer screening and other healthy behaviours? And the results from my first study seem to indicate that yes, it does make a small difference. We surveyed men and asked them whether they'd had digital rectal examinations, a screening test for prostate cancer. And we found that men that preferred to use their rational thinking skills were slightly more likely to say that they'd had one of these screening tests. I'm following this study up with another one covering more cancer screening behaviours and other healthy behaviours. Because if differences in the way people think are leading to differences in their behaviour, this can give us a clue about how to encourage people to do healthy behaviours like bowel cancer screening that could ultimately save their life.